Okay, hello everyone. Today we have Ananddev with us. He's got All India Rank 5 in GATE 2021 and he's currently working with Indian Oil Corporation, which is a Navratna PSU. Today he's going to tell us how to prepare for GATE, his personal experience and tips, etc. Ananddev, now you can start the session.
Thank you, Pranav. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Let me just share the slides first. Is it visible?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone present here. I am, as already told by Pranav, my name is Ananddev Mangish, and I am here to give a talk on this particular examination that is GATE, and I'm here to guide you guys and to clear the queries regarding this particular examination. And I have secured all India rank of 5 in GATE 2021 metallurgy, and I am currently working as a grade officer at Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Assam Oil Division. My current posting is at Digboy Refinery. This is the content that I will be dealing with in this particular presentation. Let's see first what is GATE. As many of you must be aware that full form of GATE is Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, and this test is conducted on a national level. And this is a CBT, that is computer-based test. This is conducted every year, and this is conducted by a committee which consists of IISc Bangalore and 7 other IITs. If I talk specifically about metallurgy people, around 4,000 to 5,000 candidates apply for the GATE every year, and from 2021 onwards, so third year is also eligible for applying in GATE examination. So if you are from third year, you definitely have the chance to apply for GATE examination. And once you get your GATE scorecard, it is valid for 3 years after its release. Moving further, before thinking about preparation, before thinking about GATE, you must understand what is the need for GATE, and why you want to appear for GATE. Because you need to have certain motivation, you need to have certain aim, target, for which then only you will be able to study hard. Because working without any kind of aim does not make any sense. For that, I will be sharing you with some information regarding what kind of things you can go for after you have your GATE result with you. So once you get your GATE result, one thing that you can go for is the higher studies, that you can go for MTech or PhD in India. And these postgraduate programs are offered by various institutes like IITs, NITs, and other centrally funded technical institutes in India. And you can also avail national level scholarships and financial assistance depending upon your GATE score. And another thing that you can go for is the job. And I believe most of you guys will be opting for this only, unless you have unless you have interest in research. And and in job, I have classified them into further two categories, that is industrial based and research based. And in industrial based, there are certain PSUs like NALCO, National Aluminium Company Limited, and IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, SAIL, that is SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. These are the PSUs which recruit metallurgy people on regular basis through GATE. And as many of you must be aware that NALCO is going to recruit through GATE 2022, and IOCL is also going to recruit through GATE 2022. And SAIL didn't recruited in 2020 and in 2021, so I am expecting that they will also recruit metallurgy people in 2022 through GATE. So there are good chances in 2022. In 2021, there was nothing for metallurgy people as far as PSC is concerned. If you have interest in research and you want to go for a job, not for higher studies, then you can definitely join some organizations. Uh, like BARC, Bhama Atomic Research Center, BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards, DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, and IGCAR, that is Indira Gandhi Center of Atomic Research. Uh, these organizations recruit metallurgy people on regular basis and through gate or through their own examination, depending upon their system. Generally, these PSUs like NALCO, IOCL, SAIL, and the organization BIS, they follow one scheme for recruitment. 85% weightage they give to the gate marks that you have scored, and rest 15% is divided into different things. 10% of that 15% is given to your personal interview, that is PI, and rest 5% is given to GDGT round, that is group discussion and group task round. And once and they give you marks out of 100, and they prepare merit list based on that, and depending upon the number of seats, you will be you will be called for, you will be given the offer letter for the job if you are selected. And if third thing that you can go for, and one more thing that yes, one more thing I would like to like to you guys to note that for BARC and DRDO, there are two ways in which you can enter those organizations. One is through gate, or other is they conduct their own examination as well. So, but the gate or the exam is just a qualifying criteria for BARC and DRDO. The selection is totally based on their interviews. So you need to crack that interviews for working in BARC and DRDO. And you can and third thing that you can do after your gate result is you can go abroad for higher studies. There's postgraduate programs which many universities like in Singapore and Germany offer you through, and they accept the gate score. Moving further, there are also other opportunities apart from going through gate examination. These are the some I have listed down some of the companies' name and organizations' name in India, which you can go for and select them as your career. And in this Midhani, this is Mishra Dhatu Nigam Limited. They published their recruitment notification in 2021, but they demanded 2 year experience in metallurgy, so it was of no use for freshers like us. And the macon, that is metallurgy and metallurgical and engineering consultancy company, they also recruit metallurgy people, but it depends on them whether they want to go for gate or they will conduct their own examination. HAL, they went for their own examination in 2021. Earlier than that, they used to recruit people through gate examination. NRL, that is Numaligarh Refinery Limited, they also went for their own examination in 2021 for metallurgy people. Vizag Steel recruit metallurgy people and they conduct their own examination. They don't go for gate. EIL, Engineers India Limited, this is also one company that recruits metallurgy people. And this KIOCL, that is Kudermukh Iron Oil Company Limited, this also recruits metallurgy people, and it depends on them whether they want to go for gate or their own examination. ISRO, you must be aware of ISRO, and Indian Coast Guard (ICG). They did recruited metallurgy engineers in 2021 by their own examination and their own interview. So I have listed down this as other opportunities because it is not sure where they will go for gate or not. But you can definitely keep checking their websites regularly in order to keep yourself updated regarding their plan for recruitment. And one thing I will advise you to follow some YouTube channel. There are various YouTube channels which are dedicated for this purpose. They discuss the recruitment notifications, and one channel that I followed was Talk with Abdul. He covered almost all the job notification that comes up, and you can find I think all job notifications related to PSUs there. So do follow that channel; it will be very helpful for you. Now, going for paper pattern of gate metallurgy, it is very easy to understand. Total number of questions will be 65, out of which 10 questions will be general aptitude. This will be in this you will get questions from general mathematics, you will get questions from general reasoning, and you will get questions from English. For English, I think 2 to 3 questions are there, and others are reasoning and general mathematics. And 55 questions will be from subject. In this subject, you will have your metallurgy as well as engineering mathematics. Maximum marks that you can score in GATE examination is 100, and out of which 15 marks has been allocated to general aptitude, 13 marks has been allotted to engineering mathematics, and 72 marks has been allotted to your subject, that is metallurgy. This mark allocation is for GATE 2022, but more or less it remains the same for all years. It's just there is some variations in the mark allotted to engineering mathematics, and accordingly marks allotted in subject varies. I think in engineering mathematics, generally from 12 to 15 marks, yeah, is allocated to engineering mathematics. And there are three type of questions that will be asked in GATE examination. MCQs, that are multiple choice question, these are single correct question, and MSQ, multiple select questions in which more than one option will be correct, and NAT, these are numerical answer type questions. Please don't confuse this NAT with integer type questions, because in NAT it's not mandatory that your answer has to be integer. In this you will be asked to you will asked to write down your answer in decimal form, and you can even get your answer in negative. So it's not a integer type question, please keep in mind. And the marks per question, there will be 1 mark question as well as 2 mark question. And for marking scheme, negative marking is applicable only for MCQ question. No negative marking is for NAT and MSQ questions. And for MCQ, 1/3 marks will be deducted for wrong response for 1 mark question, and 2/3 marks will be deducted for wrong response in 2 marks question. And total duration for the examination will be 180 minutes. So if you do the maths, then around 2.7 to 2.8 minutes is available for one question. So for as far as GATE metallurgy is concerned, time management is not a big factor here. And one more thing, that MSQs were introduced in 2021 itself, and but in 2021 there was no question from this particular type. So if when you will practicing, when you will be solving previous year questions, you will not find any kind of MSQs there. Before going into preparation, I would like to quote one saying from Swami Vivekananda. He said that learn everything that is good from others, but bring it in and in your own way absorb it. Do not become others. So you must keep this in mind. And I believe we all have different personality, and we all have different work ethics. We all have different working styles. So you must come up with preparation strategies that suits your personality, that suits your working style, because that's how it will be the most beneficial for you. You can get most out of it if you are preparing according to your working style. I will be listing down here some of the key points from my preparation strategy that I followed, and you can definitely take help from here and plan your strategy accordingly. First thing that I did was I went through the last year paper. I just went through it just like a newspaper reading. I went through each and every question, and after completing all questions, I found that I was able to solve around 20 questions without any kind of dedicated study. So that gave me a sense of confidence and relief. And from this, you can make out what kind of question you can expect in examination. What is the toughness level of examination? What is the depth in which you need to understand the concept in order to answer these questions, and what type of questions are asked in this examination. So when you get all this idea, and depending on this, you can make your preparation strategy. The next step was going through syllabus. I went through syllabus, and please go through syllabus thoroughly, because it is very important to stick to the syllabus. You need not go here and there roaming around for finding topics to study. Whatever is given in the syllabus, you just need to stick to that, because it's more than sufficient. Its question will be asked from that syllabus only. And what I did, how I went for a syllabus, I divided syllabus in two different regimes. First one was first content all the concepts, all the topics that I was confident on, I was strong, and other content topics in which I was weak. And I started with my strong areas, and then I went on to my weaker areas, and it helped me because the confidence that I gained from my strong areas helped me to deal with the weak areas. So the point of this is that with this strategy, my syllabus covering part was quite smooth, and it was not very much time taking. And yeah, do make notes. While you are covering syllabus, always prepare your notes, and your notes should be good. By good notes, I mean to say that your note should be short, but at the same time it should contain all the necessary, all the important points related to that concept. The note should not be cryptic, neither it should be verbose. So please do make sure that you are preparing good notes, because these notes will come handy during the last month of your preparation during revision time. Problem solving is very is an integral part of preparation, because at the end you have to solve problems in examination. You have to show your knowledge by solving problems there. So for that, you can do two things. That is, one, that you can solve previous year papers from 2012 to 2021, and solve these papers at least twice. Why I am saying at least twice? Because many times questions get repeated in gate examination. You will see, when you will solve this paper, you will see many questions are based on similar concept, and even many questions are like just the value will be changed, similar question, same question will be repeated. So if you have solved this question paper twice, at least twice, then chances of making mistakes in those questions will be very minimal, and you will be able to solve those question in very quick time. And this will also help you to provide you this will also provide you confidence in solving questions. And another thing that you can do for problem solving is to purchase any online test series. You can go for any coaching institute. I went for Practice Academy and Career Avenues. I took their test series, and it really helped me, because in that test series you will find a number of questions on new topics which are not covered in gate papers. So that also helps you to understand how to use different kind of formula, how to use different concepts for problem solving. And other thing is, do make mistake book. I have highlighted this in red color because this was very important for me, and it really helped me in my preparation. And I would highly recommend you to follow this. Uh, by mistake book, what I mean is that whenever you solve any kind of problem, be it from previous year or test series or any other sources, must write down every mistake that you did during solving. Write down the mistake, write down the correct way to do it. And if any case, in any question you forgot some concept, then write down that concept as well in that book. And keep revising this book on frequency, whatever frequency you like, daily or weekly, whatever you're comfortable with. But do keep revising, because this will help you to enhance your accuracy. This will help you to avoid silly mistakes, and because these mistakes will keep revolving in your mind, and you will not make this same kind of mistakes in your actual examination. And the other important part is revision, because whatever syllabus you have covered, if you don't revise it regularly, then there is no point in covering the syllabus. Because you guys know that syllabus of gate is vast, because you have to give examination on the topics that you have covered in 2 years during your engineering. There is second and third year, so syllabus is very vast. So at the same time, when you are covering syllabus, you must keep revising what you have learned so far, so that you don't forget the concepts, and you are ready with the concept when you are solving problems. And for this revision, note making is very important. So please do good notes. Please do make good notes. Another thing is formulas. In metallurgy gate examination, a lot of formulas are there, mainly from manufacturing processes, and I think from physical metallurgy. There are a large number of formulas are there, but there is no shortcut. You have to remember all those formulas. You have to memorize them by heart. Because let me tell you this truth, that these NET based questions, they are uh, direct formula based questions. If you know which formula you have to apply, numerical values will be given in the question. You just need to put that values in the formula, and you will get the answer. So for that, you have to remember all the formulas. And for that, you can follow any approach. I went for the sticky notes approach, and I wrote down each and every formula in different pieces of paper, and I stick them to the wall, and I used to revise them regularly for 30 to 45 minutes, and which helped me to memorize this formula quickly and for a longer time as well. You can go for any other strategy, like you can write down all formulas in one book at the same place and name it as formula book and keep revising that book regularly. Or if you have a habit of memorizing things by writing down, then you can go for writing one formula 20-30 times, so that so that you remember this formula for a longer time. And remembering formulas is a necessary condition, but it's not sufficient, because you have to learn how to use that formula for solving numerical problems. So for that, again, problem solving is the key. You need to solve as much as problem as possible. Again, I'm saying that solving previous year question paper is necessity, but it's not sufficient. Okay, so do try to solve questions extra, more questions apart from these previous year question papers. Going for the study materials that I followed, one study material that I followed, I took coaching material from Career Avenues. I took online coaching material from them, and then I followed these books. Regardless of whatever material you are following, whether it be online or physical book that you are purchasing from any coaching institute, do follow these books, because these books are very important for us as a metallurgist, and this book will help you to strengthen your basics, because gate examination is all about basic. If you do your basics right, you will score good in this examination. I have listed down here some books, like for physical meta and material science you can follow V Raghavan. For physical meta, corrosion related topics, for material science and phase transformation, you can follow Callister book. For phase transformation topics, like I think uphill downhill diffusion, or precipitation hardening in copper aluminum alloys, or order disorder transformation, or spinodal decomposition. For these topics you must follow this Porter and Sterling book. This is very good book. And in Gaskell, you can just go through the for the basic of thermodynamics, general thermodynamics, you should go for Gaskell. you you study about the you should study the laws and the Maxwell equations from this book. No need to go into deep for this particular book. And for corrosion related topics, you should go through Fontana thoroughly, because it's very good book. It will make you it all the things are all the things are given in very nice manner, very nicely explained. But one thing from my experience, I found that mixed potential theory concept, many of you guys must be aware of that, I think. Mixed potential theory concept was a bit confusing to me in this particular book. So for that, I referred another source, which I will be coming in the next slide. And you can follow this Eunice Singel book for heat transfer. It is a very nice book. It is very simple book. Language is very simple. You will be and all the formulas related to heat transfer are given in this particular book. For mechanical metallurgy and manufacturing processes, you should follow Dieter. And for iron making and steel making, I think if Dr. Hoshmani is your teacher for that, then his notes are apt for those topics. But yeah, but if any other faculty is teaching that particular topics, then you can follow the book by Tapkari on iron making and steel making. That should be sufficient. And for engineering mathematics, I didn't follow any kind of study material. I just went for the online materials available online, because this engineering mathematics topics are common in all kind of streams, uh, be it in gate or be it IES exam. So you can download any material on from online and just study from that thing. Or you can do one thing, that if any of your friend or senior is preparing for IES or gate examination and is from other stream and is using made easy material, then you can borrow that material. And they have given a lot of questions there, so you can practice questions from those things. Because in engineering mathematics, theory is very less, so practicing more and more questions is the key here as well. And I also purchased one question bank of Arihant publication, I think, and it really helped. It really helped because it had a large number of questions on varied topics. So it enhanced the understanding of the concepts. And important topics, according to me, in this mathematics is our linear algebra, probability and stats, numerical methods, and differential equation. By differential equation, I mean to say calculus. And you will definitely find around 5 to 6 questions from these topics, because these topics are quite like hot topics in mathematics. The question definitely comes from these topics. And these are the other sources that I followed, and I would recommend you to go through them. This NPTEL lecture series by Professor BS Murthy on advanced metallurgical thermodynamics. See, this for basic of thermodynamics, general thermodynamics, you can follow Gaskell, but for solution thermodynamics, understanding the solution thermodynamics, you should go for this particular lecture series. No need to go for whole lecture series. Just go for like first 5 to 6 lectures. That will be sufficient for from gate point of view. And for corrosion, I was talking about the mixed potential theory. Uh, NPTA lecture series by Dr. Kalol Mondal is sufficient. I think he has explained it in a very simplified way. So you can have a look in this lecture series. And you should I would recommend you should follow this NPTEL lecture by Dr. Rajesh Prasad on material science. He has explained concepts related to material science, physical metallurgy, as well as mechanical metallurgy, and he explains the things very nicely using schematics. And his videos are also short, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes video, so you can definitely follow these things. Moving further, coming to time management part, as I already said, time management is not an issue in GATE examination as you get ample amount of time, 180 minutes for 65 questions. So don't panic about time management, but yeah, you cannot rule out time as a factor in the examination, because many times it happens that you are solving one question and you stuck at that question, you are not able to solve that, and you will never you will even don't you will not know when you spent around 20-30 minutes on that question. So that will create panic in your mind and will affect your performance in the further coming questions. So for that, I have listed down some of the things that you should keep in mind while preparation and while giving examination. So in an examination, start paper as per your strength. By this I mean that if you feel comfortable with the general aptitude, then go for that. And if you feel comfortable with metallurgy or subject question, then start from that. And see, I recommend that start from general aptitude, because general aptitude is very easy in this gate examination. So that will help you to build confidence in examination, and that will help you to calm your nerves. So I recommend going starting from general aptitude, but it totally depends on you. And yeah, please don't stick to one question for long time, because it will not only eat your time, but it will also eat your confidence. Because if you're not able to solve that question for a long time, then your confidence will be shaken and you will not be able to solve uh, questions that are coming. Okay, so don't stick to one question for a long time. Just skip it, move on from there, and solve another question. Do practice this online scientific calculator for saving time in actual examination. In actual examination, you will not be allowed to use physical scientific calculator. You will be given the scientific calculator on your desktop only, and even in that, you will not be able to feed the numerical values through your keyboard. So you will have to use your mouse. So for fit in the values. And like when I was giving examination, all like I was just hearing the tuck 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 sound in examination hall because of that mouse click. So you need to use a mouse for this particular purpose. So for that you must practice it, because it can take a bit of time. But if with practice you will become familiarized with this calculator, and it won't be a major issue there. And do solve this previous year question papers and test series in actual timing of exam, because this will train your brain to work efficiently in those hours, and this will come handy in your final examination. And give paper in relaxed and calm mode. Don't think too much about results, or don't be in a panicking situation. Don't be in a hurry. Just be calm. Just take one question at a time and solve it. Don't let one question affect another question. By this what I mean is that if you're not able to solve one question, don't let your confidence go down. Move on from there and solve another question, solve the next coming question. And also one keep in mind that if you're able to solve one question, then don't get super excited, because that can also affect your performance in the next coming question. So always be calm and take one question at a time and solve it. Some tips from my side for this examination and preparation. These are some do's that you should keep in mind that will enhance your performance. You should you should be dedicated towards your study, and you should study regularly in order to complete the syllabus in time, and practicing more and more questions. And I would recommend to complete the syllabus by the end of December, so that you have one full month for revision, and you should do revision at least twice, so that you don't forget any kind of concepts there. And in those 1 month, that is in January, you should practice as much as question as possible. Do purchase online test series and go for that. Do regularly revised handmade notes and formulas and mistake book, because it will help you to enhance your accuracy. And accuracy is the key in GATE examination, because a lot of questions will be numerical based questions. So if you make a very simple silly mistake, that can cost you a good rank. Like in 2021, if you see the marks of all India rank 1 and my marks, there was just a difference of 1.4 marks. So that can so a little margin of marks can cost you very good rank. So please make sure that you don't make silly mistake in your examination, and solve previous year papers at least twice. Take online test series for more practice. Work hard but work smartly. Always keep checking that whether you are going in right direction or not. And if you see your preparation is not going to right direction, then make alteration in your strategy accordingly. Keep Yeah, this is very important point. Keep your health in check, because it will not matter how much hard work you have put in during your preparation if you are not able to give your examination in good health. So give proper rest to your body and mind. We are humans, not machines. We need rest. So give proper rest, and keep rejuvenating yourself time to time, because you have to be you should start fresh every day. So keep rejuvenating yourself. Pick up a hobby and follow it. And be relaxed a day before examination. Don't think about what will happen tomorrow. And please take a sound nap. Please take a sound sleep, deep sleep before your examination. And these are some don'ts that you should be aware of. I think it is very important to know these don'ts as well. Don't think about a result of examination. When you are going into examination hall, or when you are preparing for examination, don't try to think about the result. Don't try to think what will happen if I fail, or what will happen if I don't get this much marks, or which company will I be getting in job, or will I get IIT Bombay for MTech or not, or will I get ISC Bangalore or not. Don't think all this stuff. Just focus on your preparation, and result will automatically come your way if you have prepared well for it. Don't take any kind of extra pressure for the exam. See, there will be a little bit of pressure on you, and that should be there, because that keeps you motivated, that keeps you dedicated towards your exam, towards your goal. Okay, so but the extra pressure comes when you have not prepared well for exam, and when you are thinking too much about the result of the exam. So try to mitigate that extra pressure, because that will affect your performance in the examination. Don't study, Priya. Please don't study any new topic 1 week before the exam, because by chance, if any concept you are studying, new concept, and you are not able to understand that, then it will create a lot of confusion in your mind, and it will affect your confidence level. That is not good for the examination. Okay, so just invest time in revision, and just go through the mistake book, the formulas, and the notes that you have prepared in that week. Don't study any new topic. Don't study on the day of examination. You please make sure that you don't study on that day, because you need to go with fresh mind in your examination. You need to start with fresh mind. So please make sure this. And yeah, don't interact with other candidates at exam center. By this, what I mean is that many times it happens that while interacting, let's say one guy asks you whether you have studied this concept or not, or do you know this formula or not, do you know the value of this constant or not. And if by chance you are not able to recall any concept or any formula at that point of time, you will get tensed, and you will panic, and a lot of things will come in your mind, start coming in your mind, like what will happen if a question came from this concept only, or what will happen if question came and I'm not able to recall the formulas for that. So this will add to your pressure, and it will affect your exam. So try to be within yourself, and don't interact with the other candidates. For example, if I give example of mine, I reached the center at I think 2 to 3 hours early because it was quite far away from my home. So I'm a big cricket fan. So I was, and that on that day I think there was a test cricket between India and England, I guess, and I was watching that live on Hotstar. So that really calmed my nerves, and I wasn't thinking about the exam at all. I just went into the examination hall and sat and solved the questions. Yeah, there will be butterflies in your stomach when you enter the examination hall, but it happens with all. So don't think too much about that, and don't stick to one question for a long time. Don't get tense even if you're not able to solve 5 questions in a row. See, if you get tense, then if you're not able to solve 5 questions in a row, and if you get tense, if you get panicked, then that can affect the remaining questions. So you should try to cope up with that and try to maintain your confidence level and try to believe that you will be able to solve sixth question. So confidence is the key here, and don't be in a hurry because this is not any kind of this is not ad of ad of Apsara pencil where you will get extra marks for something. You will not get extra marks for completing paper before the scheduled time. So you are getting 3 hours. Do use those 3 hours wisely. As and I have already said, you get ample amount of time. In general, if you go at steady rate, if you go at a normal rate, you will be able to finish this paper within 230 hours. So that those half hour is already extra with you. So don't be in a hurry, and don't get super excited by solving questions. If you are able to solve question 15, if you are able to solve 15 questions in a row, don't get super excited because that can affect your confidence. You will get overconfident, and then you might end up doing blunders in next coming questions. So don't let adrenaline affect your performance. So yeah, at last, I would like to say that give 100%, put your best foot forward, and have belief. Do believe in yourself, back your confidence, and I think you will be definitely you will do great in this examination. And yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you, and all the best for your future. And if you have any questions regarding to this GATE examination or anything related to metallurgy in general, you can ask me. I'll try to solve that query to the best of my knowledge.